launchers. Look at that. Ooh. It's an Ork on a motorbike. How cool is that? That's amazing. Apparently, I've just looked on the Warhammer website and they're phasing these ones out. But it don't matter. If you play an old edition, you can still use those then, can't you? The one thing I learnt about this one is, you see this arm here holding onto the handlebar? That's not glued to his body. Okay. If you look at these videos about Ork bikers, war bikers on YouTube, people will say, make sure you paint the body before you glue it to the motorbike. Okay. And my experience with motorbikes in Warhammer is you shouldn't be gluing them to the bike at all. They just sit on there. You don't need to glue them on. You can just pop them off. Yeah. That's why you don't glue that body to that arm. This arm, can you see it? This arm here. I can't see it on the little screen, you say. You can probably see it, but I can't on the little screen, so I have to point things out. And then when I watch it back on the video, I think, well, why am I pointing it out? That's so obvious. But anyway, yeah. So you don't need to glue them down to the bike anywhere. These bikers, you just like you just sit them in there like that. It's the same with these ones as well. Chaos. This Chaos biker. You don't need to glue them down. You can just pop them off. Yeah. So when you hear somebody say, make sure you paint them before you glue them down. You know, my advice is just don't glue them down. Just pop them in there. It works. Works fine. Oh, it did. There you go. And the it probably works on the on the Chaplin motorbike that I showed in a previous video as well. You don't have to glue him down either. He just grabs hold of the handlebars. But anyway, I've got another motorbike here, another Ork motorbike. Let's see if we can put a couple of these together. Even though they're going out of fashion, let's put them. Obsolete. They're obsolete, but we're going to build them anyway. If I can find where I've put the screws. Right, okay. So, okay, which bike is this? Let me have a look. This one. So I need the instructions on these old model kits are not brilliant. They're not very detailed. You have to kind of guess. Sometimes you have to guess what you're doing. That's the right one. This one, I think. I've also just noticed that they sent me an email, Warhammer, saying that they're gonna. I think there's gonna be some more Ork boys and big shooters and rocket launchers getting released at the end of the month. Well, Google says they're going to get released at late summer, so the end of don't know, sometime in August, end of August maybe. End of August maybe. So there's loads of Ork boys going cheap. Armageddon Ork boys on eBay at the moment. I was going to get some more of them, but if they're going to release some different ones in a month's time, then I might as well save my money and get some different ones, because it's having a lot of variety in your Ork boys. I think it's a good idea. I've got a mixture of all different ones now. Okay, handlebars. Handlebars. Does it matter which one? I don't think so. Right. The other thing with these bikes as well is that you have to chop one of the handles off on these handlebars. You have to chop, and then you glue one of these onto it wherever they are. One of these. See the hand holding onto the handlebar? Yeah, you have to chop one of the handlebars off and then glue one of them into place. So it can be a bit tricky. It's a little bit tricky, but I'm experienced enough, I suppose, so I can do it. Okay, so a weapon, handlebars. Get the handlebars on. Okay, that's the easy bit. Now we need that section there to go on the front. This one. Oops, there's it. I bet the new bikers are going to look pretty good as well. So oh, how does that come off? Oh. Stand. Okay, next, exhaust. You can actually make one of these bikers into an Ork knob as well, which I'm not going to do. I'm just going to do 3 normal Orks. But you can make one of them into an Ork knob if you want. You get the weapons and the body and the head to do that. Test this first before I blow it in. Where's this going? Oh, hang on. Let's put them on first. that the right one? Maybe. Okay, now the exhaust. Do I need to let that dry? I should let that dry for a bit, really. Okay, let's have a look. Body. We need a body and a head. Oh, body. One head. Okay, this guy looks pretty good. Got his waistcoat on. And a really nice helmet with goggles. Looking alright. Whoops. Very nice. Right, okay. The exhaust. Now, the best thing to do when you're using polystyrene cement for your plastic miniatures, when you're gluing it together, you glue both surfaces, okay? Make sure you glue both surfaces and then tap them together to get them sticky, or twist them a little bit. Twist it to get it a bit sticky, or tap it together like that. And then after you've done that, it gets tacky, and then you can hold it in position. This one might take a while because these exhausts usually take a while to stick. There's not much plastic there holding it together. Nope, not yet. Getting there. You see, there's not much plastic holding that on, you see. So it's alright once it's glued, but getting it to stay in the first place is the trick. I'm watching Schwarzenegger's Commando at the same time as doing this. Commando is one of my all-time favourite movies. It's my mum's favourite as well, by the look of it. By the sound, I don't know why she just likes Schwarzenegger movies, I think. But it's starting to fuse now. Any excess, wipe it off, because you don't want, because this stuff melts plastic. That's how it sticks the plastic together. You see, you put a thin layer on each surface, and then you tap it or twist it and get it tacky, and then you hold it and you hold it and hold it, and then the two surfaces, they melt slightly and then they're fused together and stick the plastic. That's what this is doing. It's not really glue really, it's kind of melts the plastic and then the glue and then the plastic fuses together. That's how this works. It's not like super glue. Super glue, you just get a layer of glue. You do both surfaces, but it's the glue that clings together. With polystyrene cement, it's the plastic that fuses together. Try to avoid getting it on your fingers as well, because if you get this glue on your fingers, and super glue as well, I think, and then you touch the model, you'll leave fingerprints on your model, so you need to try and avoid that. That handlebar's not right, is it? Or is it that was not right? Something's wrong. It's the handlebar. The handlebar is wrong. Should be right. For some reason, handlebar is in a pin. That should be the easiest bit. Well done. Don't do that either. Bollocks. I had that then. I should have used the file on that. That's why I bollocksed it up. I should have used the file on there. Sanding stick, not a file. There we go. Okay, I need a pair of legs. That's what we need. Okay, so we'll put the legs into position first, I think, and then glue the body, because then you'll know where the body needs to be then. Alright, that's not right. Fine. Does it fit? Just about fits. Just. Okay, so the legs are in position, now we can put the body in position. There we go. I don't really see how he knows where he's driving with all that in front of him. You can't see over the handlebars, but there's nothing else he can do. That's the best it's going to do. So we have to wait for this to dry now, because there's not really much I can do. Oh, them bloody handlebars stay. Oh, I've got to put his weapon arm on, I suppose. Which way does it go? On that arm, on this arm. I don't know, I might be kind of pushing my luck here, trying to put this on. There we go. We did it without destroying it. I might be a little bit far back. Twist it a little bit. I've knocked the exhaust. I knew I would. I knew I'd do something. That's better. So just the arms go, but unfortunately you will have to let that dry because I have to cut the handlebars off. But I have to let it all dry first, because if I try and cut the handlebars off, it'll just, everything on the model will just drop off. It needs to dry first before I can do anything. But I have got another bike to make. Oh, hang on, I can put his gun together. Give him one of these. Whoops. And that one, I think. Right then, screw these in. Which way around? That way around. Right, that's the guns done. Can we get it on there without destroying the bike? Let's have a look. Let's do this. On the back here. Under here. Under here. Slide it into position. And down. There we go. No, that bloody exhaust is still coming off. Let's have another go. So it's got a couple of big shooters on his bike. On either side you get a big shooter. If I can hold it. No. Big shooter on that side. And another one on that side. This one you get like both of them on one side. And an ammo pod, I think, on the other side. Ammunition. Right, can I cut these handlebars off without destroying it? So can I clean it up without ruining it? Might not be able to. I think I might pull it off if I try and chop that off now. I think the handlebars will come off. Try and straighten up this handlebar that I've chopped off. So I can get a nice flat surface to glue onto. That's what you need. Now, I've got a file. Right, I've got a melt file here, which might be more. Right, okay, that might do it. That's nice and flat. Handlebar here. Where is it? There. Chop the handle off, because this arm now we're going to glue another arm onto there. So it looks like he's holding onto the handlebars, which is this one or that one. Okay, we'll go this one. Okay, so we'll get this cleaned up first. Right, okay. This is the trick. Getting this right. This is the hard bit. So you need to get this arm on here, glue the arm on there, so it lines up with his body. Glue the handlebar here, so it lines up with his body. Okay. It does give you some shoulder pads. Now I think the reason it gives you some shoulder pads is so you can disguise this if you don't get it lined up properly. Okay, but it does line up. I got the first one to line up perfectly, so this one should as well. So let's just do it this way. So glue on that surface. And that surface. There's a little bit of a on the brake handle here. You can put a bit of glue on there as well to make, and that gives you a bit more surface to stick. Okay, so let's get this on camera. This is the hardest bit. Get that glued on there. It's not exactly lined up, but it's not far off. Oh, oh, that's better. No, it's not. Okay. There we go. So that lines up. We've got it right. Okay. So you see the gap there. Okay, so that lines up. Just hold it with a bit more pressure, just to make sure it goes. Oh, I think I've ruined it now, look. I've moved it out of position. That looks alright. Okay, so I think that might be right. That bloody exhaust is still wobbling. So that's just about there, I think. Okay, so that bike, apart from this wobbly exhaust, is done. For some reason this exhaust is being... Oh no, it ain't done. I've got to put the front on. Hang on. We're jumping the gun. Where am I? This page. So we need to put... this one. These go over the front wheel. Come on, get together. What are you doing? Didn't clean it properly. There was a bit of plastic stopping it going together. Try again. That's better. That's better. Right, and that goes on to the front wheel. So there and there. Right, can we get this on? Looks about right. Got a bit of a rhino thing on the front of his wheel, which looks really good. I like that. Oh, that bloody exhaust is still wobbling. I'm going to pull it off and do it again, I think. Let's try again. You should really leave a bit, when you do it, you should just take your time and leave it to dry properly. But for these videos, I just kind of try to put them together quickly. But when you do that, you knock things off that haven't dried properly, like this exhaust. I kept knocking it, it's my own fault. Always let it dry properly if you want to do it properly. Okay, so there's another bike. That's two. I've got another one to make, which I ain't got time on this video. This video has come to an end. But he's good. It's another good one. I've got two now. Another one to go. And these are pretty good. Yeah, so if you play an older edition of 40k, you can still use those. They're not obsolete really, because somebody might want to play on a different edition, and then you've got them available then. So that's them done. I've still got another one to do. But the army's coming along now. The Ork army's coming along. Can I shine a bit of light on it? I'll try and show you what I've got so far. Okay, that's my DVD collection. Don't want to see that. Okay, so there's the Ork army. A little bit on the front there. There we go. Okay, so to the left you see the black vehicle. That's a bone crusher, I think they call it. Or a gun wagon, whatever you want to call it. I think it's more like a bone crusher, that one. At the back you've got 3 killer cans with a death dread, the 3 choppers there, death copters, whatever they're called. 4 looters, a bunch of knobs, and a warlord, more knobs, a squad of 10 Ork knobs with power axes or whatever they're called, big choppers. At the back there's a SNES wagon, a squad of Orks with power claws, grots, 2 herders, and over here we have shooters and choppers and sluggers. I'm going to get some more of them, I think, but I'll wait till next month and see what they release. They might release some different ones, so I'll wait till next month for that. Get some new shooters, because I ain't got enough shooters down here. They're the shooters and rocketers. I ain't got enough of them, so I need some more of them. But that's the army so far. I've still got my Armageddon models to put together. The Dakar rig. There's like a big trike with missiles on it. I can't remember what to call it now. And some more knobs and war bosses, I think. So, and a pain boy. Is it a pain boy? No, it's not a pain boy, it's just one, isn't it? But anyway, there you go. It's coming together now. So thanks for watching, all you watchers. It might be a while before I do a next video as well, because I've got some paintings that I need to do. So I'm going to do some painting. Not painting miniatures, I mean painting canvases. I've got some canvases that I need to paint to go up on eBay. So it might be a while before I make another video. But I'll see how I go. Okay, thanks for watching. Goodbye.